Hi, my name's Imogen. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a Friday reads. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, but honestly at the moment I've got no idea what else I could film to like put any content up, and I've always really enjoyed watching them, so I thought, why don't I do one? If I'm talking a bit weirdly or my mouth looks a bit weird, it's because I have filling like in this side, and this part of my mouth here is like still basically numb, so it doesn't quite move as well as the other bit. So I'm kind of talking a bit weirdly because like the top half of this side is basically not numb anymore, but the bottom half is still numb. So what have I been reading? I've not been doing any fun reading, like reading that I want to be doing. I feel like we're a bit... That's a bit better. We're balanced on like the arm of my sofa. Well, my parents' sofa because I'm at home, not at uni at the moment. But yes, I've not been doing any fun reading for quite a few weeks now. I really want to read Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I read like the first 150 pages of, I think, and actually flew through in like a day or so while doing other things, but I literally I've got no time to do anything at the moment. There's not to do with revision. So that's what I've been reading, is all the books that I'm reading to like accompany my course. I'm studying marine biology, so a bit of context as background. I'm currently revising for my end of year exams, which is fun, and I feel like I am slowly vanishing and becoming these subjects. Yeah, most of these are for my evolution module because honestly it's the one I really enjoyed this term. So yeah, the ones that I'm currently reading, are those the right ones? I'm so confused. I've got like different Powell's books. Okay, no. The one that I might as well include this one. I just finished this one today before I had lunch. This is The Crucible of Creation, The Burgess Shale and the Rise of Animals by Simon Conway Morris. I have another book here called Wonderful Life, The Burgess Shale and the Nature of History by Stephen Jay Gould. This one was recommended by my professor, so I picked this up, but I also read another book which I can't think of the name, give me a minute. I was reading this one which was not recommended by my professor, but I just picked up on my own, which I really enjoyed. Improbable Destinies, How Predictable is Evolution by Jonathan Lossos, which he talked about both of these kind of in contrast to each other, so I just decided to pick this one up on my own, and I found these all secondhand. This was the most expensive one. Yeah, but it's been finished now, so that's good. So now, because I finished that today, I'm going to start Wonderful Life by Stephen Jay Gould. This one I finished last weekend. And then I'm also currently reading The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins. This was recommended by my genetics professor. I've also had a couple of the chapters as recommended reading from my evolution professor. This I'm not really enjoying so much. What are these about? My brain's non-functional. Burgess Shale is a load of fossils from the... Oh my god, my brain is... which is in Canada, it's Cambrian period. If my friend was watching this, she'd laugh at me for not being able to remember what period that was from. Anyway, and this is all about genes, and once I read, I've been trying to read like a chapter of this a day, just because I've not got on with it very well. By reading a chapter a day, I actually make progress. I haven't the last couple of days. When I read the next chapter, I'll be over halfway through this. So, that makes me happy. So I'm probably going to read one of that later. And then the other one I'm actively reading is The Diversity of Life by Edward O. Wilson, which is quite self-explanatory. This one's all about evolution again, but also kind of just life in general and natural history and different like ways that evolution happened, looking at ecosystems as a whole. It's taking a much broader view on the whole topic of evolution, basically. and I am really enjoying this. I'm over halfway through this one as well, I believe. Yeah, over halfway through here. So I'm really happy because I started reading this one, and the one that I finished I've now put somewhere and can't see. Oh, this one's there. I started these two last Saturday or Sunday. So I'm really happy. So I've read 1.5, while also reading bits of this one. And if for some reason I finish this one this weekend, which I doubt it because I've got another 165 pages to go. I'm 170 into it. I just hit myself on that ear. I'll start The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin, which was again recommended, but it was kind of like, if you're going to read one book, don't read this one. So if I finish this one, I'll start reading this one, which I didn't realise this was so big. Like, it's not like a massive size book, but like, it's big. So yeah, I've really been enjoying reading The Diversity of Life though. And I would actually look into his other books because they're really, like, they're readable, which isn't the main aim. You're meant to be learning things, but if you can read things easily, the whole thing's much more enjoyable and it goes fast, quicker, and it's easier. So yeah, I would read other books by him, and the same for Jonathan Lossos. This was a really, really good read. Whereas some of these others, like, this was fine, but not like particularly enjoyable. I did feel lost sometimes. And this one just, it's like, if this was a book that I picked up like for pleasure, I would have, excuse me, I think you can hear the rabbit in the background. He's not allowed out in the grass at the moment. What are you doing, Radish? You okay? Yeah. Just messing around. Okay then. Silly rabbit. This one, if I picked it up just to read, because I wanted to read it, I would have given up at this point because it's just, it makes reading hard work, let's put it that way. But hopefully this one will be, if nothing else, just like fine. It won't be hard, it won't be good, it will just be another book. And this is about 323 pages long. So this is my main reading plans. To be honest, it'll probably be like a chapter a day of this. As much of this as I can like fit in, and we'll see. Followed by a maybe, but probably not. But I'm hoping to finish, I really do want to finish this weekend because I think that would make you feel really accomplished, because then I will have finished as many books as I have to read, which is a nice feeling. I'm really distracted, but every now and again I can see my lip in the viewfinder and I can tell that it's not moving properly, and it's really distracting. But yeah, I would like to finish this, but it's not my priority. I've got other things, like I'm going to go and finish revising a lecture which I started this morning before I went to the dentist, and then I've got to try and finish, I want to try and finish doing those lectures at least by Monday. Like, Monday's the last day. I want to be doing my evolution lectures, I want to be doing my genetics ones like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I need to pack on Friday because I go back to Cornwall on Saturday to move into a new flat on the Monday, where I have a week, and then I start exams on the next Monday through to Thursday. Then I leave Cornwall the next Wednesday because I fly out of the country on the Thursday. I'm just like, each week I'm doing something that large. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I need to get stuff done now. So, and I've got an essay to write for one of my modules, which is due in on the Tuesday of next week. Thank you for the bank holiday, because otherwise it was probably due on the Monday, but that's my Saturday priority. But I do have some, I'm probably going to go to yoga tomorrow, and I'll come home with my mum because she goes to ballet. So I might either do some essay planning or reading, so that might, if I do read, I should get a good chunk of one of these done. So yeah, that is my ultra fun reading plans. I'm going to be so happy when I can just read what I want to read. I have all these books sitting in my room because I brought them back from uni thinking, oh yeah, it won't be as bad, like it won't take as long to revise as you think, and like, no. It takes most of my day, every day. So, here we go. The Selfish Gene, Wonderful Life, and the Diversity of Life. Everything and lots of life involved in these titles. So, I'm going to go and do my lecture on, what is this on species. Wish me luck. I need it to keep the motivation going. Yesterday I just was so unmotivated. I was like, ugh. Brain has left the building. Brain cannot function any longer. So, okay. I just want to cuddle the rabbit though because he's so cute. So he's probably run away now. But this was a little man that was making noise. Hello, Radish. Are you slouching? Yeah. Slouching. Oh, it's raining. But yeah, that's the cute little rabbit. That'll probably cuddle later because pet therapy is a thing that I believe in, and he loves being cuddled. He just will sit on your lap and let you just stroke him and just like lie there, have a look around every now and again. But yeah, he's kind of cute and adorable. Aren't you, Radish?